He said, oh, my man, I'll let you be there and call you back again.
So that time you go to work?
I go to work.
You leave for your working place, you come to the man?
Yeah, I'm from to my working area to Clarence to now go to the man.
To go steal now?
No, I'm not go steal. I go steal. I mean, I go to yeah. How you question me, man? The thing you want for me to explain for you to understand, then still questioning me, dropping the question. How many talk clear now?
Okay, let's go now. I beg you, sorry.
I say
when they call you in the now.
When the man come in there, he asked me, say, how many of you are working to the area? I say we are 10. Yeah. So he said, I want to give you tea to carry to the
message. You want to give you what tea?
Tea. Have milk tea.
Oh, milk tea.
Yeah.
For you to drink
with bread.
The bread.
3 pieces of bread.
With egg inside.
With egg inside my butter. So when I carry it to the man, say carry to the man. When you give it to the man, then you come back to the car.
So the food make you now, you carry that so you can go convince your friend now.
Yeah. When I give it to the man say thank you. I say okay. The man say, oh, where you going now? I say, oh, I'm going right here. So one of my friend call me.
And the same man going to now.
Yeah, the same man.
The man tell you say one for you to go steal.
No, yeah. So when I go to the man, he say clean the car. Then there are 2 now.
In the Jeep.
Then there are 2.
A big Jeep.
Yeah. Black BG, photo G. Yeah. So when I clean the car now,
air condition all is that?
No. Papa, you can't wait for me to spin now. I'll leave the water now. You can judge people.
I just asking you a question, sorry.
You can judge people that can hear.
No, I'm a journalist. I beg you, sorry.
The way you talk in the question, could I say when I move from here, I'll free? Could I say when I move from here, I'll free? You said one talk again. I want to really talk to you, but you talk in the question. Hi, looking, then you want force and no more word there again. Why not be looking to the top? I'm not going to talk again. And said they call me to the office of OSP.
I think you explained to me that you come to get you say you carry tea to the man. After you carry tea to the man, you come now. So what next now?
And for me, I'll not there.
Nobody you getting there, you say asking you too much question. Hey, there's explain things, say make it egg and bread. You bring it. Okay, sorry. Now I say sorry now. Okay, sorry. I will not ask you the question again. Okay, sorry.
When I give you answer now, then do.
Okay. Explain again. I'm not asking no more question again. Okay, let's go now.
Go to school. The English say and the English.
Okay, sorry. That was sorry now. Sorry.
Say, Ali, you take that. You take that.
I'm taking time. Okay, sorry. Okay.
Say, I can take that
to explain. Okay.
That's why you have to protect it. If you think they will see this election, you will not lie. Because if you do it, that's the end of this country. We're not going to allow that to happen. That's why you have to protect it. If you think they will see this election, you will not lie. Because if you do it, that's the end of this country. We're not going to allow that to happen.
They bring her to go steal to the main store.
So the man wanted for you to go steal from the web post.
Yeah. He said I'm a join to go steal to the web main store to get money to the store. Then we'll go take it from there. I said, my man, how many bars for the same lecture?
And how can the police catch you now?
The police before the man call me back.
For the plating team. Actually, I am the one that enforced the flow from in the interior. I do not have a market there. My market is an open place. But we are calling upon the people to come back in the market because this market, we don't need to respect our leaders like the president. Now we have been so kind of respectful. We stay here for that length of time. More especially where the city reaches the water can be easy. But yet they say we need to respect our leaders and we are still there. If the place is telling now for red light, we are living around here. That area is our broad street. And we use that area to sell pan, to sell charcoal, and we don't like I said, just from them will say our government not doing anything. Well, government can still have an place for us. Let the poor cut come in the market, let them know that they are owner of government, and come in the general market here. Got this place here, my place, open place, let them come. I got place there for them. Because why if I follow them, all the big cars are coming, I follow them and go over there on our Broad Street and empty the market there.
Let it come here. You see the market.
An agreement, there are speculations that your political son, Jeremiah Coon, is the running mate. What can you say to Liberians ahead of the official pronouncement?
We can't on the bed right now, but we are waiting for Friday, where the city will be locked up, and the banner, all the supporters in Monrovia City, Maserado County, all the supporters, the Yana boys, the Pepper Riders, all those whose salary have been downsized, that are suffering, the nurses, the doctors, the teachers who cannot get paid, the families of the 3 missing children, the family of the Gloria Scott daughter, the family of Gabriel Lama, and all of those people in Liberia, in a peaceful democratic dispensation, all these mysterious things happen. Let them come out to join us and rescue one. Names is rescue 2. That will be a big program in Nimba, Bon County, and Lofa.
Any final message for Liberians listening to you?
Well, my message to them is, if they feel that now is better than yesterday, and they want continuity of poverty, don't forget that the slogan or the platform of the CDC is pro-poor agenda, to keep the people pro-poor. Because then we talk over 2017, no one investor has ever been brought here. No one concession agreement has been ratified. It's always loan and loan and loan and loan. So we call upon all Liberians who want liberation from insecurity, who want liberation from economic breakdown. The insecurity is causing investors not to come. Who want security from corruption? Because when people come to invest, we are told, we know that they can ask for kickbacks, so they go back. Those reasons that keep them away are going to be past, matter the past. Okay. So we have all Liberians to join. Okay. This is democracy. This is the time to change.
Okay.
They will call them to join us. But you are disappointed us. You are disappointed us. You are listening to crooks. You are listening to irresponsible people around him to ill advising. I am not somebody you can stand in church and call me a killer, a butcher of dough. Then you're not trying to reconcile, you're trying to open wounds. I respect him, definitely my son, I respect him, and my wife is his family. She has been talking to me every day, Joria. I said, okay, go to Joria. You see, we love him, but he listens to people who don't matter in the country. That man like me, who the father of Nimba County. Nelson Mandela was the father of the apartheid South Africa, and he went to jail 27 years. I'm the father of this country because you know the story. There was nobody to stand when the going was rough. So they didn't vote for George. We are 25. He was not established in Nimba. I brought him here. Some of vehicles I made available for them. Standing on top of my car, lift their hand up. Men who lift their hand up. She said, this is the man. This is our son. Elect him. And we bless him. When I put your hand up, you cannot curse me. Even if I provoke you, you are the leader of the nation, my friend. From God, who institute government, next to God, here on earth are government. Yeah. And when you tell your security, I'm a killer. You didn't know before I fought war, when you fought war, that Bob Marley music, you went dance, and you can kill. You didn't know that I was supporting you? And you were smart? You will call the elders. The elders, you will tell Sazan Kawa, call the elders of Nimba. Call the elders, I think I slipped my tongue to call my closer Allah, but you did not. You were sending people to Nimba with money to insult me. Reginald Man, our grandson, Jefferson Koji, he will go to Sakapi and call him a war criminal that they are protecting. Let them bring war crime code. Let them bring war and economic crime code. We are prepared for that.
The table can turn. I'm very sure there's still there for you to settle your differences.
It's late. When the Nimba County wants to produce a VP, they got a larger vote, 1.5 in all counties put together in the diaspora. And so they will overwhelmingly turn out. Overwhelmingly. You see, if you want a peace, he will take the phone. You know, president is president. You can't disrespect president, right? Yeah. You will take the phone and say, Papi, I want to see you. Papi, I think we need to talk.
So for now to Friday, anything can happen?
No. We are resolved.
We are resolved.
For a Nimba County Vice President in Honorable Jeremiah Coon.
Well, don't let it cat out the bed yet. We're smelling something, but we know.
A profound sense of gratitude and humility. It has been an honor and a privilege to serve as your president and commander-in-chief for the past 6 years. Together, in 2018, we embarked on a journey to build a united, peaceful, and prosperous Liberia. And I am deeply thankful for the trust and support you have bestowed upon me and my administration during my tenure. As we navigate the complexity of governance, your partnership was instrumental in the development and implementation of policies and programs that aim to bring progress and development to our great nation. Reflecting on the accomplishment of these 6 years, let me tell you that I am proud of what we have achieved together. We have built roads, supported free wires and free tuition at high schools and public universities, stabilized the macroeconomic challenges we face in 2018, built hundreds of pro-poor housing units, and achieved on so many fronts that we are able to list here today. However, I acknowledge that there is always room for improvement, and perhaps more could have been done under different circumstances. Regrettably, some of the long-term projects we initiated did not reach completion during my tenure. I am hopeful that the incoming administration will carry the torch forward and bring these initiatives to fruition for the benefit of all Liberians. Fellow compatriots, rumors, and misinformation have played a large part in our politics over the last 6 years. It is my hope we as a country will overcome this challenge over the next 6 years. To begin this, we must start with the facts of the transition. I must report to you that we are leaving behind a better economy than we inherited. Today, President-elect Joseph Nima Bouaka will inherit a stronger economy than I inherited. There is a bigger net international reserve position than was handed me in 2018. I inherited 94,999,000 United States dollars in net international reserves. And I am handing over to the next administration a net international reserve position of 222,700,000 United States dollars. This is 136% increase in the net international reserve position. The total cash balance in the government's consolidated account is United States $40,044,365.90. In 2018, my government inherited a consolidated cash position of $7 million United States dollars. The next administration thus has more resources to deal with emergency macroeconomic challenges than my administration had at its disposal in 2018. My fellow citizens, through our time together, I held still fast to two cornerstones of leadership: keeping the peace and upholding the democratic process and the root of our democratic journey. I am immensely proud that
But since it has not made sense yet, we thought to demonstrate our word into action by maintaining that we will take only $5,000 US of our monthly money. Just as we are about to return to Monserrato what we have received from government, we would like to make it in a re-emphasized way that when we said what we said, we were clear on the record that we would take only $5,000 from Monserrato County. When we made the argument, it was a fact that senators were taking $15,325 in gross, and after tax deduction, they would come at $12,000. I insisted I would take $5,000 out of that $15,000 and return the rest to Monserrato County. And we insisted that whatever the money will be here, more than 5,000 will return the rest to Monserrato. So if we're making 15,000, we'll take 5,000 and give Monserrato 10. If they increase our money here, or we increase our money here to 100,000, Darius Dillon will take 5,000 and give Monserrato 95,000. If we're making 5,100, Darius Dillon will take 5,000 and give Monserrato 100. If we make it under 5,000, then Monserrato gets nothing, because the baseline has always been.
Distinguished colleagues, this is a two-faced issue.
This is a critical issue in this country, and we must stand up and speak the truth. Because for you to use the fact that prior to printing, it means you already telling me print, but before you print, come up to me. There is nothing in our paragraph that indicated that money should be printed.
The essence of this exercise, the essence of this exercise is to know the facts. Everybody will have the opportunity to ask questions if you so desire.
And what a way to say good afternoon, good evening, good morning. From wheresoever you are, of course, following us via Facebook, on Freedom Radio Liberia, or maybe here in Liberia on 87.9. Good afternoon. Welcome to another edition of the program, The Freedom Hub. It's next week, Wednesday, the 19th of June 2024. So the name is Hagar Gunda here on Wednesday with another edition of the program, The Freedom Hub. Too many things happening. Amongst them, and key amongst them is the crowd from the lower house of legislature talking about the Speaker of the House of Representatives on yesterday found out the executive branch of government for what? According to him, via operational budget, monies that should be given to the for the operation of the lower house is being withheld, quote unquote, by the executive. In the midst of what the executive term as a better performance of the country's revenue generation arm, that is according to the LRA boss. In the midst of the senators on Capitol Hill are confirming over 520,000 disbursements, according to them, in the budget, money that they have received. But on the contrary, House Speaker Councillor Fonati Kofa is telling us that 2 months, the House of Representatives or members of the House of Representatives have not taken pay. What is that? Where are we heading to under a 79-year-old Baptist deacon in Joseph Numa Boakai? Is this the unity that we talked about? Is that what Liberian preach? These plus many others, we will be diving in here on today's edition of the program. And hopefully at 5 p.m. today, or maybe 5:15, we'll be playing host to the inaugural committee of the Kangastan Community inauguration team. As you know, those elected officials in the May 16th election in that community are expected to be inducted. And we are told that our own boss here, Old Man Sam Sion, is going to be serving as the keynote speaker or the guest speaker, whatever you call it. And he has consented to that. That is according to the information I've gotten here from the committee. And to all of you here, my thanks, friends, and those of you who always love to say, yes, Hagar, we admire you so much. The time is now that you will go and show the love that you talk about always. So this plus many more, hopefully, when we have with us the inaugural team from the Kangastan community, Johnsonville, the election committee, just us. We'll intersperse it here together and give you, our audience, the opportunity that you can make an informed contribution on these trendy national issues. So don't forget, Crime Stoppers Liberia is proud to be associated with the Freedom Hub. And thanks to Old Man Sam Sion and his team for always preaching the message of peace. And we will join him to say in the country where Liberians are getting angry day by day, Liberians are getting disappointed day by day, Liberians are getting dismissed day by day. Yes, it is important that Crime Stoppers, organization of Crime Stoppers, step in to call on Liberia and say, do away with violence. Who else have realized that crime rate is increasing since this no-go zone restriction was put in place? Oh yes, if you have not noticed that, I am a living witness to that. In the community where I live currently, don't dare leave anything outside and walk in and say, let me go come back quick. It is gone. And even motorcyclists, day by day, we are receiving information of stolen motorbikes. And I'm sure when I open the lines, many of you will testify to that. Are Liberians becoming jobless under the Boakai's administration? Or where are we? So we take Crime Stoppers Liberia, and don't please forget, today is Wednesday, but on the Freedom Hub, we are doing the Pro cash giveaway here on Freedom 87.9. So for some of you who don't have the $300 Liberian dollars to play the Freedom Cash giveaway, all you have to do, use your $100 Liberian dollars and stand a chance to win $2,500 Liberian dollars, and then you can use that to play the motorbike jackpot later on. But all you have to do, if you got $100 Liberian dollars on your mobile money, or maybe 70 cents, use that to dial *799#, and then you okay. Just give a few seconds to load. The list of radio stations will appear, and amongst them is Freedom FM at number 11. So you reply with 11, and then with that you stand a chance to win $2,500 Liberian dollars here. In everything we do it in a proper way. So the cash giveaway today, the motorbike jackpot is $300 to play. But if you get your $100 Liberian dollars and maybe you're struggling how to play, you can play the Freedom Hub giveaway. That is the proper tap. So you use $100 Liberian dollars to play the Freedom Cash giveaway by dialing *799#, and then you okay. Just give a few seconds to load, and the list of radio stations will appear. And amongst them, you'll find Freedom FM at number 11. And then with that, trust me, you stand a chance to win $2,500 Liberian dollars right here on the Freedom Cash giveaway. So we take Crime Stoppers. When we come back, then we set the tune for today's edition of the program, The Freedom Hub.
It's about music. There are crimes in many places, in every community, you can see. So if you see crime, report it. Don't take law in your hands for the right authority. Really can't take care of it. Crime Stopper here for us, bringing safety to your door. Whether you rich or you poor, if you see you must talk it. I mean you cheche. Do it for your safety. If you see it, don't keep it. You must call to report it. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and make a peace for them before. Crime Stopper Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crime for all of us. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and make a peace for them before. Crime Stopper Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crime for all of us.
Crime Stopper Liberia is your community crime fighting partner. Don't take the law into your own hands. Remember, if you see a crime, report it. This is a message from your own self, Old Man Sam Sion.
Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and make a peace for them before. Crime Stopper Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crime for all of us. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and make a peace for them before. Crime Stopper Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crime for all of us.
Okay, yes, Crime Stoppers Liberia is proud to be associated with Freedom Hub right here. So yes, and I told you today on the Freedom Hub we are doing the Propo giveaway *799#. Okay, give it a few seconds and then you reply with 11. You stand a chance. Good evening, good afternoon. Hello.
Yeah. How are you?
Yeah, I'm okay. This is Hagar Gonda and I call you from Freedom FM.
Yeah.
Chief, I'm sure you play the Freedom Propo giveaway. You play the Freedom Cash giveaway.
Yeah. I just received a message.
And how much did you receive? 2,500 like $10.
$2,500.
Go ahead, enjoy your money, my brother.
Okay, thank you very much.
You're welcome, Chief. Okay, so yes, I will ensure that I can give out cash to more winners here today. And trust me, I will do so. I will give out cash to more winners so that at least maybe later on when I'm back here, they can play the motorbike jackpot. And then they stand a chance to as well to win 2,000. Tonight when I'm back here, you'll be winning 10K in a motorbike later tonight. So let's give more 2,005 out. So what you have to do is dial *799#. Okay, you give a few seconds to load, and the list of radio stations will appear. And amongst them, you will find Freedom FM at 11.
Yes,
Hello.
Hello.
How are you, Chief?
All right.
Okay, this is Hagar Gonda, and I call you from Freedom FM.
Hey, God, I think you're talking that slowly. My brother, my 2G5, my phone now, man.
So tell us firstly your name and from where you joining us from.
Oh, I'm Anthony Blair. I work to the Chinese embassy. But my brother, I've been playing. I can't win.
Okay, so now you've won something.
Yeah. I was just arguing with someone today. They said I should support you all doing. So I will show them my message, everything.
I know, right? So you also have the opportunity to play maybe tonight when I'm back here at 10 o'clock. You can play, and then motorbike will be given out tonight. Trust me. Or maybe you also stand a chance to win 10,000. If you can win a motorbike, you will win 10,000.
I'll be there. I'll be well.
Okay, Chief. Okay. So
thank you very much.
All right. *799#. Okay. Give a few seconds to load, and the list of radio stations will appear. And amongst them, you will find Freedom FM at number 11. So, yes, we're doing a Propo giveaway here on the Freedom Hub. So you can win your 2005 and then use that when you play the jackpot tonight, because the jackpot is 300. So yes, I was just yesterday, one of my community brothers who normally giving me hard time. Oh, hey God, normally play, I have not won anything. And in fact, after I playing yesterday morning, he called me and said, "Oh, finally I have won. I won a good show." Hello.
Yes?
This is Hagar Gonda, and I call you from Freedom FM. Your name?
Yeah, I'm Lawrence here from Broadville.
Lawrence from Broadville. I'm sure you've been playing the Freedom Cash giveaway.
My brother, today is my very first time.
Your very first time playing today?
Yeah.
And how many times did you play?
Today I play. I just been following you not too long.
Okay.
And I just started my late email, man. I just saw the message coming.
So you received your 2,500.
Yeah.
Okay. That's why when I'm here, I'm the proper. I can do the proper giveaway. When I'm here, I can ensure that more people win, and I'm always putting smile on the faces of people. So you can take up the challenge tonight. I'll be by here tonight with a motorbike to give away.
My man, the too far. I'll pull it too far to the man. I'll win it, whatever.
I know. I like the fit, and trust me, you can make it, man. Trust me. It's not impossible. Okay.
All right.
Thank you
So much.
You're welcome. So *799# okay, give it a few seconds to load, and the list of radio stations will appear. And amongst the list of radio stations, you'll find Freedom FM at number 11. So all you have to do, since today is Wednesday, and on the Freedom Hub, we are doing a proper giveaway. You can reply with 11, and then you stand a chance to win 2,500 that you can use. So maybe, you can get out on your phone. And then you'll be talking about playing the motorbike jackpot. So let's take this short break quickly. When we come back, then we can kickstart our conversation for today.
It's about music. There are crowds in many places. In every community, you can see. So if you see crime on the body, don't take law in your hands for the real authority. That it can't take your law in. Crime Stopper here for us, bringing safety to your door. Whether you rich or you poor, if you see a human target, enemy you cheche. Do it for your safety. If you see it, don't keep it. You must call to report it. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crime for all of us. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crime for all of us.
Crime Stopper Liberia is your community crime fighting partner. Don't take the law into your own hands. Remember, if you see a crime, report it. This is a message from your own self, Old Man Sam Cyan.
Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crime for all of us. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crime for all of us.
Okay, Crime Stoppers Liberia. So I'm going to call this final person for now. I'll be doing draw in the bike. People will be winning, but I will not be calling you now because I'm about to start up my conversation. So let me talk to this person. Yes, I've been talking to this person. You can play the Freedom Cash giveaway *799#. Okay, hello.
Hello?
Yeah, what's up? This is Hey Guy, and I call you from Freedom FM.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm sure you've been playing the Freedom Cash giveaway.
Yeah, I play it 3 times now.
Can you confirm that you received $2,500 Liberian dollars?
Thank God.
Please check your mobile money and confirm it. I want you to be sure, not to be jittering like the way you're doing.
Okay, let me check it out.
Okay, so I hope you can get back to me when you do.
All right.
Okay, Chief. So yes, that's where we are. *799#. Okay, give it a few seconds to load. The list of radio stations will appear, and amongst them you stand a chance. It's 11. Yes, amongst them it's 11. Then you stand when you reply with 11. You stand a chance to win 2,500 here on the purple giveaway on Freedom Hub. Today, the real one is the motorbike jackpot, and people are playing with 300. But on the Freedom Hub, you can play with just 100 Liberian dollars, and then you stand a chance to win 2,500 Liberian dollars right here. So it's *799#. Okay, give it a few seconds to load, and then the list of radio stations will appear. And amongst them is Freedom FM at number 11. So once you reply with 11, you stand a chance to win 2,500 Liberian dollars. So that's where we are. So okay, having said that, let me say good evening, good afternoon to those just joining us. Welcome to today's edition of the program, The Freedom Hub. And of course, this is a country that we so dearly love. And we will always sit here to caution tags leaders of our country, who, no matter who you are. We will do so because we believe in the interest of our country, but not a particular individual. So, whatever it is, no matter how threatening it is to our lives, we always will always sit here to call on Liberians, our leaders, to do the right things in our interest. I'm saying this to say we here at Freedom FM and Liberians in general have been concerned since the Speaker of the House of Representatives disclosed to Liberians that the lawmakers, especially representatives, have not received their salary and benefits for more than 2 months. It caught our attention because the House of Representatives and of course the Liberian Senate are the two branches or two arms that made up the legislative branch of the Liberian government. So, of course, we got the legislative, the judiciary, the executive, yes. So, these three branches of government work together in the interest of our country. So, that's why, for example, if Hagar is the Chief Justice and Hagar got issue with the Speaker, Hagar personal issue with the Speaker should not jeopardize the workings in the interest of our country or the workings of our country. Or if Mr. Z is the president of the republic and you get Mr. Y, who is the speaker, what are the guys? Some personal issues. Their personal issue should not supersede the interest of the country. Since the election or since the speakership election at the lower house and even the pro-tem election, when now Speaker Funati Kofi won the speakership election at the lower house, seditionists were happy and members of the opposition were happy because they thought it was a day that they will use the opportunity to maybe take some action or bring the government feet to the fire, especially the executive branch, to bring the legislative branch feet to put the legislative branch or the executive branch feet on fire. But since that, Liberians, especially members of the opposition, have been having issues with the speaker on grounds that things have been happening in this country that he needed to speak on or take some concrete action against the executive, but he has not done so. Yes, there are Liberians angry with that, angry with him. You listened the last time when I played Monserrado County District 9 Representative Frank Safoko, who said he's going to draft a bill to impeach the president. And the question that I asked at that time was, has the president done something culpable enough to ensure that he's impeached? Liberians said yes. By virtue of the inability of the president to attend national function, This year we never had Armed Forces Day. The inability of the president to attend national function. ECOWAS was having meeting where heads of state of West Africa were meeting to discuss security issues. Our president weren't there. And many Liberians said it was due to his health condition that he could not go. So are these things culpable enough? Are these things sufficient enough to ensure that the president is impeached? Someone will say yes, because if you read the Constitution of Liberia that talks about why the president can be impeached, these are things that are outlined there. So if the president do these things, Liberians, especially members of the opposition, were thinking that Councillor Fonati Kofa, being a member of the CDC and being the Speaker of the House of Representatives, would have taken action or called on his guys to take action to impeach the president. But let's be frank and sincere to ourselves. People who believe in the interest of this country will sit and tell you that Councillor Fonati Kofa, since he ascended the position of Speaker in this country, he has done his best. And many are even thinking that up to now he has crossed over to the Unity Party, or many are thinking that he's somewhere siding with the Unity Party government. Citizens are getting angry with him for that. If you hear them speak and they say, Lord makers, our Lord makers, our Lord makers, they are not picking and choosing. They are talking about people, including Councillor Fonati Kofa. Why? Because they believe that there are things that should not happen. Look at the passage of the budget. One of the reasons that Councillor Kofa gave for the passage of the budget, or the speedy passage of the budget, was he cannot hold the country hostage. He cannot hold the running of the government hostage. So because of that, he encouraged members of the legislature, especially the House of Representatives, to ensure that yes, they can have, they can pass the budget so that the government kickstart function and start doing things in the interest of the country. But yeah, the same guy, the same man who said in the interest of our country and the government, let's do this. He's presiding over the House of Representatives. He's the third powerful man in the country. If you don't know that, Mr. President, or maybe Minister of Finance, the Speaker of the House of Representatives is the third most powerful person, the President, the Vice President, and he. So that's why the Constitution says, in the absence of the president, the vice president will take charge. In the absence of the president and, of course, the vice president, the speaker, who controls 73 members of the legislature. The legislature is made up of 103 members. So 30 senators and 73 representatives. So when the legislature, when the lower house and the upper house meet in a joint section, the Speaker of the House of Representatives presides over that section, because he's the third powerful man in the country. Not even the pro tem. So if you look at the kind of man who's controlling majority block of the legislature, you look at him and you want to play politics with the running of the country, you are doing it at your own detriment. You are doing it at your own detriment. You are not doing it to him. Councillor Fonati Kofa, for me, I'm one person who believes that he's wealthy enough to even live without government. He got what it takes. That man has got brain. You saw why he was. But yet, the very next day, the man started his work. You think who can do that kind of thing? How many businesses Councillor Fonati Kofa got running around here that can generate more than 100,000 a day? He could choose to live without government funding. But what becomes of the other 72 lawmakers? And today, there have been information, there have been speculations about plans by Ambassador Bouaka or President Bouaka to ensure that Councillor Fonati Kofa is impeached. Yeah? There have been consistent speculation that there are plans by Ambassador Bouaka or President Bouaka to ensure that Councillor Fonati Kofa is impeached. Is that true? Maybe we could start to say yes because of the way that things have started to go. If the House of Representatives will not be receiving what is due them, what is allocated for them in a budget that is speedily passed, that they said we cannot hold the country hostage, we cannot hold the running of the government hostage because of personal interest. So when they say the country, the running of the government, those 73 lawmakers deserve to go to work, deserve to get the same benefit that members of the Senate can have or are having. That's why when the President of the Republic issue a proclamation to recall or issue a resolution to recall the legislature, one body will not go in the absence of the other. So it tells you that the House of Representatives cannot function without the House of Senate or the Liberian Senate, or the Senate cannot function without the House of Representatives. So when the president issue a resolution or sign a resolution, that resolution called both houses back to Capitol Hill, because anything that is done at the level of the House of Representatives, the Senate has to concur with that before it even goes to the president. So anything that is done at the level of the Liberian Senate, for example, if the Senate passed the budget, the House of Representatives have to concur with that. So if the House of Representatives cannot concur, that will not be sent to the president for final approval. So the House of Representatives and the Liberian Senate are two coordinate but distinct houses. They coordinate, they work together in the interest of the country, but they are different. So that's why you see when budget is being signed or budget is being allocated for the Liberian Senate, it can also impact the House of Representatives. So now the Liberian Senate is receiving, from information we are told, the Liberian Senate members of the Liberian Senate receive 15,000 each, 10,000 for constituents visit, 3,000 for committee engagement, additional 2,000 for something else. And according to Senator Amara Connor, it is approved. It is in the budget. And oh yes, we agree with that. That is in the budget. That is in the budget. So something that is approved, something that is in the budget, why will only one segment of the legislature be receiving it and the other are not receiving it? Why will the Liberian Senate be receiving salary at current? So to say as soon as the month of June ends, they receive their salary. But members of the House of Representatives are yet to receive their 2-month salary. Now, let me saying it. Let me look for Councillor Fonati Kofa so you listen to him here. It's not my making. That's something that I'm saying to say, oh, that I won't make up. No. That is something that was said by Councillor Fonati Kofa in a very angry tone. In a very angry tone. So, why will one house be benefiting? Is it because you got Senator Yombli Kanga Lawrence, who is the pro tem of the House of the Liberian Senate? You got Senator Yombli Kanga, who is the pro tem of the Liberian Senate. Is that because of her, or because you think that the lower house is being presided over by a CDC lawmaker, so they should not benefit anything? And if you do so, you are doing it at your own detriment, like I said. Because if the House of Representatives decide to react, like Councillor Fonati Kofa said, that he will ensure he shut the House of Representatives down. You know why it will cost? So even if you will shut it down from now to January of next year, when there is budget submitted to the legislature, and even if you go give it to the House of, let's say the Liberian Senate, Councillor Kofa and his team will not be there, and they will have to concur with that. So who's going to feed the pinch? If you can't have a budget, and if you start to use the country resources at your own will and pleasure, then you are going against the Constitution, which also warrants impeachment. Let me play Councillor Kofa so we listen to him. Then you know that what we are saying here is not our making. So let's listen to Councillor Kofa.
Is leading us to a dangerous conclusion, one which we must not make in the interest of coordination of the branches of government. I am disappointed, and we are prepared here at the House of Representatives to make any sacrifice. If the Commissioner General comes and say revenue are not performing, we will be the first to say, okay, we understand. But for him to come here today and say he's overperforming, and the Senate is well taken care of, and the House of Representatives has almost only 2 months worth of benefit, and cannot even get money for retreat. We gotta go back and NGOs, stationaries. Mr. Minister, I'm holding the reason why I held the appearance of the Minister of Finance in affairs on contempt issues because I want to hear your information. I will tell you this: if we cannot come to a resolution pretty soon, we'll shut this House of Representatives down. It's leading us to a dangerous conclusion, one which we must not make in the interest of coordination of the branches of government. I am disappointed, and we are prepared here at the House of Representatives to make any sacrifice. If the Commissioner General comes and say revenue are not performing, we will be the first to say, okay, we understand. But for him to come here today and say he's overperforming, and the Senate is well taken care of, and the House of Representatives has almost only 2 months worth of benefit, and cannot even get money for retreat. We gotta go back and NGOs, stationaries. Mr. Minister, I'm holding the reason why I held the appearance of the Minister of Finance in affairs on contempt issues because I want to hear your information. I will tell you this: if we cannot come to a resolution pretty soon, we'll shut this House of Representatives down.
So you hear that? That is the voice of Councillor Fonati Kofa, who is the Speaker of the House of Representatives, speaking. And the tune that he spoke in yesterday, on a frank and sincere note, I'm one person who have not observed that. Since I started observing Councillor Kofa, he has been somebody who is very quiet, somebody who respects the rule of law, somebody who don't even care to know what is happening or something about himself. He's concerned about the greater interest of Liberians. The man said, no, even Councillor Kofa has even been trying to protect the Boakai's administration more than the Boakai's administration trying to protect him. Because recently I listened to him when he denied speculations about his impeachment, when he denied that the Boakai administration weren't making any plan, when he denied, because people were saying that, there are plans by Ambassador Boakai to ensure that Councillor Kofa is impeached or removed as speaker. And as a way of making Liberians, especially members of the opposition, to go in a quiet room and observe the workings of the country or the government, he had to come up publicly to deny that, no plan. That plan, I think that the people saying aloud, there is no plan to ensure that I am impeached. Just so he can protect the Boakai's administration and ensure that no much pressure is put on the government. Because mind you, when Liberians start pushing and making noise every day, this about how there are plans to impeach the speaker, imagine how that noise would be like. So he has been trying to protect the the executive under Ambassador Boakai, but deep down, Ambassador Boakai, who is known to be a recognized vindictive old man, is stabbing him at the back. So then you see where the interest and peace and stability of our country comes in. Now, the action of the president since taking over the presidency of this country, the president has proven to be more divisive. People said during the course of the election that Ambassador Boakai is a unifier, but since taking over this country, he has proven to be more divisive. During the course of the campaign, things happened. He did not speak to that. Maybe people say he was not in power. Yeah, he necessarily never had to speak about it. Since his election, he did not at any point in time recognize seditions or Liberians that were killed in Lofa County. He did not talk anything about the destruction that went on in Lofa County, where light poles that were planted by the government were removed. He did not say anything about it. Since the ascendancy of the Boakai's administration, every day that you listen to Josiah Jokai, he will not say anything about anything tangible about plans to increase the salary of civil servants. But all that you will hear is Liberian. There are 80% on the other side who were illegally on the government payroll, 40% on the other side illegally on the government payroll. And these are people who they claim are seditions. These are people that they claim are maybe a black guy. Let's say Josh Weah appointee. And you will not hear the president speaking into anything of such. The EP has the issue of the security. Today, we are receiving information that the House is calling Sam Gay, Director Sam Gay, to order to ensure that he paid those that he dismissed. He paid them off. And he's saying those who willingly resign, even though he pressured them to resign, he said those who willingly resign, he don't owe them. He will not pay them anything. That is why we hear it. Even though the legislature or the House of Representatives say, pay those people. Liberians are getting angry day by day. Today, motorcyclists are being restricted. And it is leading to increase in crime rate. Like I said, in my community where I live, you don't even place anything outside and leave it there and say, let me pick something from the house, the room quick and come back. You will lost it. Oh, yes. Because these things are happening only because the guys who used to take the motorbike and run their traffic and get something for themselves, they are being prevented today. So even if they take somebody's motorbike and go run traffic, they will not get the correct report money. So what would be the essence of them taking somebody's motorbike to go run traffic? It better they stay in the community. When you forget about yourself, they take what they got to take from you, they go sell it free, or they go sell it and get free money. So imagine if this thing continue where people will be stealing, then the issue of more violence will start taking over the country again. So you will start hearing that, oh, in the other community, the community residents that beat the person to death. In the other community, the community residents that beat the person they came. And that will not be good for the peace of our country. And all this will be only because the government itself is not exercising certain level of responsibility. So why always this case? Why always not a positive? After I told somebody, I said, since Ambassador Boakai took over and brought on his team of leaders, there have not been no decision that have been made in the interest of Liberians. All the decisions that have been made are being done in the interest of officials. So, like the issue of the asset recovery, they were running after people's car, they were running after people's vehicles around here so that they can have ownership of it. So they see your car, even if you bought it before, they say it's for government, only because when they take it from you, they're going to give it to somebody who is in the government. Josiah Jokai is in the constant habit of dismissing people, and he's only doing so because the government itself wants to incorporate their own people, even if they are not inclined enough, even if they are not trained enough. Like the security personnel who they dismiss, they are replacing them with people who are not even trained enough to lead, or who are not even trained enough to protect the country. Police officers that should be at various depots, they are not at various depots these days. They are assigned to checkpoints around. in the night, you don't find them doing patrol in the community, but instead they are protecting banks and things around here only because the kickbacks can go to the heads of the police, and then the president or maybe people around him get benefit from that. So because of that, nothing happening. So the issue of crime is becoming, crime rate is increasing in the communities, and nothing has been said about that. The only interest of the police is to ensure that Liberians do not plow, or motorcyclists do not plow the street. The last 3 years in, I would say that way, the last 3 years, maybe we'll talk about the 6, but I take the last 3 years. I did not hear much about the issue of accident related to motorcycle or motorbikes. But of the accidents that I saw on the internet, it was the highway. Cars that will overload, and you can't even see the car. It break down right on the road. These are things that were causing accidents in this country. Nothing has been done to ensure that issue, the patrol, the issue of border patrols, or the issue of inter-contest or country patrol is prioritized, but instead, only because they want to get people motorbikes arrested. Then you go, you register your motorbike, you go to their insurance company, you get your insurance, then they go back and get their kickbacks. So that the only interest, that the only thing they get. So whether decisions are being taken in the interest of our country, no, they are not being taken in the interest. No decision. The Baucus administration has failed to take decision in the interest of the people. All of the decisions that are being taken are all decisions that are witch hunting Liberians, from taking people from jobs, taking people who are tenues, taking people from places that they were appointed to legitimately. These are decisions that have been taken by the government. And this is the point where some of you who call yourself Unity Party partisans, some of you who fought to bring this government to power, this is the point that you should reach and start to call the government to order. Because if you continue to sit and play the blind loyalist role, or in the interest of seeking jobs, you are doing it at your own detriment. Because even when this country, God forbid, becomes unstable tomorrow, the work that you're looking for, you will not work. Because even if they gave you the work, you don't get a peaceful country, how you will work? So this is the point where you should be sensible enough, you should be sound enough to take form, even if our own radio stations take form and tell the people, say, I did this, I campaigned for the government, I brought this government to power. But this thing that the government is doing is wrong. Because when you get Liberians angry every day, CDC got majority member of at the legislature. CDC got majority members at the legislature. So imagine now that the Baucus administration is trying to strangulate the House of Representatives only because it is being presided over by Fonati Kofa, who is a seditious. So imagine now the majority members at the legislature decide to take their own action. Majority members of seditious at the legislature decide to take their own action against the interests of the Baucus administration. You know where we are heading? So they fight. All of what you said during the course of the campaign, threatening the existence of this country, was this the real reason for which you threaten the existence of our country? Was this the real reason? Because if you claim that you are in the interest of Liberians, you lied to the people, you told them that all their salaries were harmonized about where, and there was a need that you come to ensure that you step up their salary. Today, you are giving over 500,000 to members of the Senate. That money could be used to increase the salaries of civil servants across this country. Each lawmaker is receiving, each senator is receiving 15,000. That money, if you say you're even taking 100 from there, or even 50 from there, and say you adding it on Saver 7, or maybe the nurses, that take for example, you adding it on the nurses' salary. That 10,000 that you giving to one person, you divide by 2. You know how many person will be benefiting from that 10,000 as a result of your decision to increase their salary with the 10,000 that a single lawmaker will take and go sit in America. That constituency break you're talking about. Some of them will sit down, they will leave from here, they will go, they will ride all of the big planes. They leave from here, they go to sit in another man's country and lavish our country money. Then they come back. Then you allocate another budget for them to get it to go again. They lavish it and come back. So the promise that you made to Liberians, especially civil servants, that you were coming to increase their salary, where is that? The promise that you made to Liberians that, oh yes, when you win, you will ensure that their living condition is improved. Where is that? Today, the CH Running Hospital in Margibi County, nothing has been done. Nothing has been said about that. That 572,000 could have been used to kickstart the project, that CH Running Hospital project. Today, Margibi County got no referral hospital only because the broadcast administration don't have interest in that. So you see where we are heading. You see how our country is being run. And people will sit and still say they want to play the blind loyalist role, and they don't know that they are doing it at their own risk. You know, the fact is, whether you like it or not, since the November 14 election, whether you like it or not, it is clear that Liberia is divided and Liberians are divided. Oh, yes. It is clear that Liberians are divided. So, God forbid, if anything were to spark up in this country tomorrow, people will be going against each other because they feel like you brought this government. So a person could be my friend, he will choose to harm me because he feel like I brought this government, or I'm against his government. So when things happen in this country tomorrow, God forbid, some of you who are even sitting and continuously playing the blind loyalist role, your life is not even safe. And I'm serious of that. You can take it or leave it. When God forbid something spark up in this country, your life is not safe. Because people will think like you are a sedition, or people will think like you are a United Party partisans. So they will be going at you based on your political alignment. So that's why we have to be very careful at this point at which we are, and know that the interest of our country should be paramount. So why will you have the lower house being strangulated when the upper house is enjoying everything? The rules of the legislature, when the Senate is going on retreat, is going for a retreat or whatever it is, the legislature up the lower house should also be going for their retreat. They will decide when they want to go, but they should also go for a retreat because there is a budget allocated in the country's budget for that. So once the Senate go for theirs, the House of Representatives also has to do so. They have to. Because that is the country's resources, and these two separate and distinct branches of the legislature are working in the interest of the country. So anything that the senator benefit, the representative is also supposed to benefit that. That's why, like I said, one of them cannot come, they can resume session while the other one is out. No. They go for a break together, they comes back together. So if you start to, if you want to tell us that, oh, only the senator's budget is approved. The lower house budget is not approved. Then why it is so? You are making Liberians to believe that the statement or what Honorable Yaka Koruba said, that you were giving out tokens so people 20,000 to members of your block to ensure that Honorable Councillor Fonati Kofa is removed. That is true. That's why you are making us to believe. Oh, yes. You are making us to believe that. So you are not doing it to him. You are doing it to your very self. Because if the lower house is not here tomorrow to act on a budget and pass it, you will not receive money. You will not have a budget. You will not have a budget. So that's why you have to sometimes put aside your political vindictiveness. You have to put it aside to ensure that you work together, because you are not doing it. You're not doing this to him. Like I said, you're not doing nothing to Councillor Kofa. You are doing it to your very self, because when you make them angry, you make members, the 73 members of that legislature of the House of Representatives. If you make them angry, they are able to take a decision that will ensure that you are impeached. And when you are impeached, anybody that will come got the power to dismiss all those human beings you are appointing today. The same way you're doing it to people. So the Constitution says when the president is impeached, that the vice president will take seat. So the vice president got the power. Once he's president now, at that point, you got no control over him. He got the power to appoint, to dismiss and appoint people he wants to appoint at his own will, without even him asking you for any permission or asking for your approval. That's why you have to be very careful. You are making us to even believe that the reason too you slash the judiciary budget is because you feel like those judges on the Supreme Court bench are people appointed by Ambassador Weah or former President Weah. So that's another way of strangulating the judiciary too, to make them to start crying. And Councillor Kofa, this is the point where you yourself now you should be careful and know how to move. You should be very careful and know how to move, because this is only being done. What the executive is doing to you or the lower house is only being done to ensure that you have members of the lower house complaining about your leadership, because when they can receive their gasoline, they can receive what is due them, their salary and other benefits. When they can receive it, the next person or the next place they are concerned will be going out to your leadership. And then what will be their next thought? Once they believe that you are not working in their interest, their next thought will be to remove you, to bring somebody who will work in their interest. So if you still want to say them, you're playing your diplomatic politics, thinking that the people you're trying to shield, the people that you're trying to protect, they are protecting you, you are doing it at your own risk. It is about time that you take the necessary actions that are needed to ensure that you call them to order. Yes, because you are doing it at your own risk. Tomorrow, those guys could get vexed, those lawmakers, representatives could get vexed tomorrow and tell you, say, you're not working in their interest, because while you be speaker, they are not getting their benefits, they are not getting their salary. The next thought will be, let impeach him. Lawmakers, speakers have been impeached here before. You will not be the first person. Precedents have been set. People have been impeached as speaker. And when it happened to you, you'll not be the first person. And don't be surprised to know that Ambassador Boakai, once those people are not getting money, the other lawmakers, your own citizen lawmakers, are you thinking that they got your back today? They are capable of getting money from the executive to impeach you, because the executive fight now is to impeach you. So once they have lawmakers complaining, the next thing now, maybe you will hear Grace Pay telling the people, say, my man, we can give you this. You ready to do the one? The people are willing to do it. They can even look at one lawmaker and say they will give you 100,000 or 50,000 only because they want Councillor Kofa impeached. That's why you have to be careful on how you run things now. If you're not careful, you will come to yourself late. And it's serious. If you are not careful, you will come to yourself very late. And you'll be sitting to a point where now you'll be thinking, you say, oh, is that how it is? You should be very careful. They say people you call your brothers at times can be the one stabbing you from the back. Your very brothers can be the one stabbing you from the back. So that's why you have to be careful on how you run things. So yes, the Freedom Cash giveaway is still ongoing. I will have to take this short break quickly, and then when I come back, I can call. Yes, I can call our winners here. I can call our winners here. Some of our winners, I should say, some of our winners, I can call them here. Then we'll continue with the program. So today is Wednesday, and I'm here. We are doing a propo giveaway on the Freedom Hub. So if you got the $100 Liberian dollars and you don't have the $300 Liberian dollars, all you have to do is to dial *799#. You okay? Give it a few seconds to load. The list of radio stations will appear, and amongst them you will find Freedom FM at number 11. So you go to 11 and reply with 11 for Freedom FM, and then you stand a chance to win $2,500 Liberian dollars. We'll take Crime Stoppers. When we come back, we call more winners. So continue to play. Once I'm back here, I will do more draws and get more winners here on the Freedom Hub.
Shabba music. There are crimes in many places, in every community, you know, you can see. So if you see crime and report it, don't take law in your hand, call the right authority. Tell it can't take care of it. Crime Stopper here for us, bringing safety to your door. Whether you rich or you poor, if you see a human talking, I mean you cheche. Do it for your safety. If you see it, don't keep it. I'm a part of report it. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crime for all of us. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crime for all of us.
Crime Stopper Liberia is your community crime fighting partner. Don't take the law into your own hands. Remember, if you see a crime, report it. This is a message from your own self, Old Man Sam Cyan.
Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crime for all of us. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crime for all of us.
Okay, Crime Stoppers Liberia is proud to be associated with the Freedom Hub right here on Freedom 87.9. So let me call just few of our winners. Let me call a few of our winners here. Then when I come back, I will continue with more conversation. Then we'll open the line so that you too can be a part of today's edition of the program, the Freedom Hub right here on Freedom 87.9 right here on this radio. So let me call 12 80 46. Okay, *799#. You okay? Give it a few seconds to load. The list of radio stations will appear, and amongst them you will find Freedom FM at number 11. You go to reply, and you reply with 11 for Freedom FM, and then you stand a chance to win $2,500. Hello.
Yeah.
How are you?
I'm okay.
This is Hagar Gonda, and I call you from Freedom FM. Your name?
My name is Emmanuel Bono.
Emmanuel Bondo.
Yeah.
I'm sure you've been playing the Freedom Cash giveaway.
Yeah, I've been playing several times. I've been winning.
So can you confirm to me that you received 2,500 just now?
Yes, yes.
Okay, go ahead and enjoy your money, okay?
All right, thank you.
Okay, my brother. So let me call another person here. *799#, 11 for Freedom FM, and they stand a chance to win 2,500 Liberian dollars right here on the Freedom Cash giveaway. 243920. Okay, *799#. Reply with 11 for Freedom. You stand a chance to win 2,500 right here on the Freedom Hub Freedom Cash giveaway. I call it a Popo giveaway right here. I hope this person can pick. I hope you can pick. I'm hoping that you can pick right here. So I'm hoping this person. Wow. I don't already have the time. So let me try you, baby, 1 or 2 times. Then we will know where we are. When you play the cash giveaway, you have to be by your phone, because especially tonight when I'm here, when I call you, not pick your call, I don't worry you, and I get that money. So once I call you, you not pick. Today when I come back here, I call you, not pick your call, you not get the money. Or the motorbike say, if I'm giving out a motorbike, I call you, not pick. Trust me, you not get the motorbike. So I'm calling this number finally. I'm calling this number for the last time. If you can't pick, I'm out. *799#. Okay, give it a few seconds to load. The list of radio stations will appear, and amongst them is Freedom FM at number 11. So you reply with 11, you stand a chance to win 2,500 Liberian dollars right here on the Freedom Cash giveaway on Freedom Hub right here. So when we come back, this person is refusing to pick. What's going on? Okay, it's clear that this person is not ready, so I can keep taking the time on them. So yes, I'm going to be doing more draws and getting more winners here while we're going on more draws to get more winners. So the code is *799#, and you okay, just give it a few seconds to load. The list of radio stations will appear, and when the list of radio stations appear, go to the reply button on your phone. You reply with 11 for Freedom FM, and you stand a chance to win 2,500 Liberian dollars right here. So let's take this quick. When we come back, yes, we can pick calls. The time is nearly 5:30. So yes, we can pick calls for at least the next 30 minutes. Sorry that the inaugural team, the inaugural committee team from the Kangastan community elections, I just got informed that they can't make it today, but the ice cream and baking I can host them tomorrow. But unfortunately, tomorrow I'm not going to be here. But Kai and Princess will be here. So I'm hoping I will have to talk to them on that to ensure that, because that my own good now, my people, myself will also be part of those who will be inducted. So I'm hoping that we can have everything in place. And like I said, my boss, our old man Sam Sign, has accepted to serve as the guest speaker, and other officials will be there as well. So yes, that's where we are. So we can take Crime Stoppers, or let Councillor Kofa listen to him, and we'll come back, then we can pick calls here on the Freedom Cash, Freedom Hub, on the Freedom Hub. Why you play the Freedom Cash giveaway?
It's leading us to a dangerous conclusion, one which we must start making in the interest of coordination of the branches of government. I'm disappointed, and we are prepared here at the House of Representatives to make any sacrifice. If the Commissioner General comes and say revenue are not performing, we will be the first to say, okay, we understand. But for him to come here today and say he's overperforming, and the Senate is well taken care of, and the House of Representatives has almost only 2 months worth of benefit, and cannot even get money for retreat. We gotta go back and NGOs, stationaries. Mr. Minister, I'm holding the reason why I held the appearance of the Minister of Finance in the affairs unprotected issues because I want to hear your information. I will tell you this. If we cannot come to a resolution pretty soon, we'll shut this House of Representatives down.
If we can get these things sorted out very soon, we will shut the House of Representatives down. We will shut this House of Representatives down. Is that how far we should reach? Is that where it is now? Anyway, that's where we are. We here. So that's where we are. That's where we are. That's where we are. That's where we are. So we can start picking calls now on 0776 104 104 0776 104 104, or for our diaspora callers, you can call us on +231 776 672 581 +231 776 672 581. Then we will pick you here through our line right here, 0776 104 104. Let me pick this call. Hello.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Good afternoon to you. How are you? Please be a bit audible, Chief.
Yeah, I'm John B. Flomo John calling from Congo Town.
Go ahead.
Mr. Kufa gotta be careful. Because Mr. Kufa is a speaker. You gotta be careful because the people use other means of impeaching in the House of Representatives. But I'm paying representative and bill. You gotta be careful. I ain't running an office. I ain't running a ministry.
Okay.
I tell you.
All right. Thank you. Thank you. Let's pick this one. Hello.
Good evening, Hagar. How are you?
Good evening to you, Chief. I'm okay. Your name and from where you join us?
Thank you. My name is Moke Assistant, resident of District 17, Banjo to be specific. Hagar, thank you ever so much for the topic under discussion, especially the one that has to do with the lawmaker, the legislature, especially both house. You see, Hagar, I think the whole impeachment, people talking about it started when the rumors started coming around last week before last. I listened to AB on the station, and somebody called, or journalist called, the journalist covering the legislature. The man said that rumor is not rumor that's a rumor, it's a truth. But it's going to emanate from the Senate. And what is planned? The man discussed it. The man said that the Senate, Dublin, and other senators, they went to the president, and the president instructed the Ministry of Finance not to release a dime to the lower house so that they can be strangulated. So the president has tried to impeach Munabi, and you don't have the power to impeach. So the only thing they can do is to strangulate them, him to the extent that to make his own CDC lawmaker and other lawmakers who are independent lawmakers decide to support him, will go against him for bad governance. So they can use that means to remove him. But Joe Biden don't want him there. So when they got started saying the last time on the video on AB Shuto, the issue, I remember it that. And when I said it.
Oh wow. I don't know whether this person is actually calling to go through the line. Hello? No, you can't already be calling me on my private number. I won't pick you up, then you walk away from your radio or I'll cut you off.
I don't have a radio, sir. I'm monitoring through my phone.
Okay, go ahead.
I know maybe it could be a north, south, and far.
Yeah, you got it.
Okay, am I okay now?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, the thing is this. Hey, guys, if I say level training event, pushing the Constitution of Babylon, let me tell our people that the guy entering our house as a representative or working forward, giving to you as what we call the Constitution. He's there to go by the Constitution. But you hear and you there as a speaker, the law has been flattened and broken on a daily basis. Our president is not a point to a civil servant position. This person has done it. Okay, our president can be impeached when he breaches the Constitution. Supreme Court came out and gave it a leeway. The president is acting against the Constitution. You heard it. And you shut down. So if you don't want to do the needful, then never do however he can do to get rid of you. So
On the other front, the rules of engagement is simple. Either you kill or be killed. So if the man has done what is impeachable and you don't want to impeach him, he will now try to strangulate you to impeach you. That's what's going on. So for the day, out here, you are born with children in the ocean. Give and don't be giving. That is, let me tell you, if you are there, you don't want to do the right thing, and you want to add our men up our horse, inside Joseph, who are pushing on child politics, doing the wrong thing, they don't want to say it because they say, oh, the men are ultra men. All of you do it, correct? You get a reward, and your own reward is just right in the corner waiting for you.
Okay.
Thank you for giving me the time to air my voice.
Okay, thank you. Let me pick my man.